And here we are in Whiterun. Now, if you have checked out part 1 of my playthrough, it's located under Live, because YouTube has different categories for videos now. You can check that out, and you would notice I ended in Riverwood, and there's a huge chunk missing between that and the start of this part. That's because the part I recorded unfortunately got lost and corrupted, so I'm just continuing from here. Basically what happened is I came from Riverwood.
What can I do for you?
Fought a troll, saw some farms, met this group called the Companions, that's their hall right there. Went up to the Jarl and informed them about the dragon, turned in the Dragonstone, that's the tablet that I found in Bleak Falls Barrow was called. And apparently there was a dragon attack happening as we were discussing this at this watchtower outside Whiterun, and I have to go meet some of the soldiers there to defeat that dragon. So yeah, I have to talk to this Talos worshipping guy, self-proclaimed prophet. Hemskir. His house is right there. So that's pretty much what happened. Yeah. If you want to know the background and context for this character, look at part 1. But in short, he's a scholar warrior from Cyrodiil. He's a Nord. He grew up in Bruma. He studied in the Imperial City. He does enjoy martial arts of all kind. He's not much of a magic user. He has read about magic, but he mostly uses melee weapons. More specifically the sword and shield. But he is on occasion known to also use a bow. He believes archery is something that most people should learn, in addition to horseback riding. He also enjoys reading a lot of books on different topics for enjoyment, in addition to research. Like right now, he's interested in learning more about this dragon threat, and learn more about Skyrim, his homeland, if you will, that his parents were from before they immigrated to Cyrodiil. So he's returned to learn more about it, and also help the people of Skyrim during this time of turmoil. Because of the Civil War, and he has his own theories as an academic as to the goal of the Civil War. He believes the Thalmor, who forced the Empire to sign the White Gold Concord, has some nefarious intent during the Civil War. He believes they somehow orchestrated it, or want this Civil War to occur to weaken the Empire. And obviously, him having his head chopped off in part 1 by the Empire doesn't always make him see them in the best of light, but he did grow up with the Empire, so he is more sympathetic to them. He knows the Empire is in all its shades and not just its military unit. So he definitely doesn't want the Empire to collapse, but he is also nuanced and understanding and empathetic of other people's positions. But he is an academic, he is logical, rational, and he goes like that. His name, Khalid ibn Walid, is based off of an Islamic general. You can read about him. You can see where the inspiration came from, especially with the beard aspect.
What can I do for you, friend?
Oh, excuse me.
Yes?
So yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's go. And yeah, in these playthroughs, I don't usually roleplay unless it's dialogue or I'm reading a book. I like to explain myself a bit, just to, give people understandings behind my decisions.
Are you still working at the Bannered Mare in the evenings, Alfina? And why shouldn't I? Just because I'm a Greymane doesn't mean I can't earn my own keep. I didn't mean... I'm sorry I asked.
Oh.
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman?
Not at all.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the Bannered Mare from Hulda.
Ah, Isolde. You're looking to become a merchant.
Before my ma and I passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim.
I see.
I met one of the caravan leaders, Madron. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done.
Maybe I can help you.
You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading.
Well, if I'm
Help you get a fair bargain in the future?
Well, if I'm doing field research, I'm going out to the field. When I encounter one, I'll definitely watch out for one. What do you know of Khajiit? Oh, speaking of the Khajiit, what do you know of them? I have had rare interactions with Khajiit.
About the same as everyone else. They're the catfolk of
Oh,
Elsewhere. Great
basic.
warriors, good traders. The way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim.
Really?
It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful.
Also, the voice for this character, I'm not going to do any fancy voice. It's going to be a little, maybe modified version of my voice. Just me just channeling myself. Imagine an isekai anime, if you will, right? Transported to another world anime. You mentioned trading caravans. What about these trading caravans?
Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them.
Why not?
Reputation mostly. A lot of Khajiit turn to smuggling and thievery to get by. A few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know how it is. Farewell.
Indeed I do. Hello, Carlotta Valentina.
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst.
Oh, someone giving you trouble, ma'am.
That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat.
Oh,
the way he goes on
I
about
think I
me.
saw him inside when I went
I
there.
heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh.
What if I talk to
If
Mikhail?
you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though.
Get a lot of attention from the men.
You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single.
Oh boy.
They'll never understand.
They know the Nord
No amount of
practice polygamy.
flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl.
Respect that, sister.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
I will support you. Get a gourd. Pure water. Thank you. I could do support your daughter with that.
Fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Lucky for you, that was just sitting there for the taking.
Why does everyone feel Either that or I'm just short.
A few seconds for my supper is all I ask.
Oh, this marketplace
Yes?
is busy.
Those green apples you sold me the other day were delicious.
Aren't they? I always set some aside for this.
Fine dating.
Yes?
I'm sure you could charge double for those and still sell them all within a week.
You're right. I'll have to remember that the next time I get a shipment in.
Take pity, sir, and spare me a few seconds.
Fresh baked loaves, still warm from the oven.
We heading out?
How are you feeling?
You forget. Yeah, I've been on thousands of adventures before.
I'm sure.
This is nothing. I've
I'm
defeated
sure.
the most celebrated warriors in all of Skyrim.
I see.
Bested date. Not even my mother worries about my safety anymore. Although, she does manage to pester me in other ways. She keeps sending me letters, via courier, asking about my love life. She doesn't realize we heroes are married to adventure. Am I right?
Actually, you can find time for both.
Really?
Yep.
I don't think so. I've played out the scenario in my head, and devoting half your time almost always makes you half a hero. Right behind you.
Road patrols were cut in half because they were all needed soldiers. Now the bandits are bolder than ever. They've been raiding the farms for food, and supplies are scarcer than ever. Maybe I should sell swords and armor instead.
Maybe. But they wouldn't taste as good as a loaf of fresh-baked pumpernickel. What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman?
Alright, let us... This Janice, Range Jester. It's gonna take a while. We won't be heading to Solitude anytime soon. Just yet. Journey is not quick now. Can do that a little later. Gives the frost salts to Arcadia. Ah, now that I'm in the marketplace, might as well.
Fresh baked loaves, still warm from the oven.
Oh. Arcadia's culture.
Got a pretty full stock of potions and alchemy reagents.
Just a herbalist guide to Skyrim. Ooh.
I have several elixirs for sale. Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first.
Oh boy.
Oh,
He's a
but I
rude
suppose you
person.
expect some compensation.
Don't bother, sister.
Here, these potions should suffice.
Oh. Thank you.
Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the restoration school, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. As long as you clean up. You know how to use it, right? Makes a little wheat and blister wort makes a healing potion, if you didn't know. We have plenty of ingredients for sale, too.
You ever think of returning to Cyrodiil?
Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! Ah, so you're an alchemist then?
All sorts.
Take care of yourself.
Interesting. Having some alchemy skills might be useful. Oh, by Agenta Falia. Herbalist Guide to Skyrim. Those avoiding this northern province, due to its claims of barbarism or concerns over climate, are doing themselves a disservice. In fact, Skyrim has a wealth of materials that every alchemist would do well to avail himself of. I have traveled extensively throughout this land, and here are but a few of my findings. Bleeding crown. The caps of these mushrooms do indeed appear smeared with blood, though it is often hard to see in the dark, damp places in which they grow. Not uncommonly found in Skyrim, their abundance is countered by the difficulty in acquiring them. They do. Where are we at? Okay. As any experienced herbalist knows, the darkest of caves often conceal far more than mere mushrooms. Nonetheless, these potent fungi, when combined with certain powdered antlers, produce a mixture rendering one quite susceptible to poison. Their usefulness is quite apparent when mixed with lavender, creating a substance highly resistant to magic. Interesting. Oh, it's a beautiful color. Coloration, the purple hue and the blue. Death bell. Appropriately named, it's like it's dying of poison. Folklore abounds about this flower, found in the swamps of Hjalmarch. Some stories claim it grows where unfortunate deaths have taken place. Others insist it grows first and then lures unsuspecting people and animals to their doom. I have found no direct evidence to support these stories. Indeed, I found the flowers difficult to locate at all. While it is most well known for its use in poisons. It would be remiss to overlook that the blooms of the death bell are very effective in mixtures for boosting one's alchemy skill. Interesting. This looks like a bee, has some similarity to the Ceradoic bee. Very beehives, very essential to farming. Dragon, oh, it's a completely different animal. It does look like a dragonfly. I guess the colors, don't let the colors deceive you. A surprising number of insects survive in Skyrim's climate, many thriving in the lower, southern areas of the province. Dragonflies can be found in a great many places. While catching them can be a daunting prospect, the reward is well worth the effort. It was beyond the scope of my research to determine whether the orange and blue dragonflies are fully different breeds or merely simple color variations, but through experimentation I found that the orange dragonfly, when combined with the very hardy barnacles found along the coast, transfer some of their flighty nature, giving the herbalists some very nimble fingers. Looks like a mammoth tusk, but no, it's a hag raven claw. The claws of hag raven are best obtained in shops. It is inadvisable to suggest one collects them oneself. These creatures have traded in their humanity for access to powerful magics, and the transformations they undergo infuse their entire beings with some element of that power. Ingesting the powdered claws makes one more resistant to magic, but an especially curious property of the claws is revealed when mixed with snowberries, often found in Skyrim's higher elevations. I find myself capable of comprehending enchantments I had believed mystifying after ingesting the mixture, and have passed this knowledge on to several court wizards who are grateful for the knowledge. That looks like blueberries. Jazz Bay. There was a time when it would be considered treason to pick one of these grapes without express permission from the Emperor himself. It is my understanding that although growers in Skyrim were successful in improving the fruit's survivability, it came at the cost of flavor. No longer is it quite the pride it once was, and yet growing amidst the volcanic tundra of Eastmarch, it is still immensely useful for concocting potions. Mages value it highly as it can be combined with simple garlic to enhance the regeneration of magicka. No longer against the law, picking these grapes in large amounts is best kept to oneself. Luna Mothwing. Alright, before I read this, I want to check real quick something online. Just looking if there's a map mod to show the border of each hold. Because I wanted to do this playthrough by exploring each hold itself instead of just doing one quest after another. At least until the initial phase of the main quest, up until the post-Greybeard situation. Luna Moth Wing. As with the dragonflies, I was taken aback by the number of butterflies, moths, and other insects that manage to thrive in Skyrim. The Luna Moth is especially beautiful. Its thin, almost ephemeral wings seem too delicate to hoist anything into the air, giving them an almost magical appearance. Indeed, that sense extends to the properties they exhibit. When crushed and distilled, an action I admit was difficult to perform at first, no matter my resolve to discover all the Skyrim has to offer. These creatures are simply that beautiful. These creatures are simply that beautiful. While they can be used for creating poisons that damage magicka, I feel that would be a waste of their potential. Do not be alarmed if, when the wings are broken down almost completely, they appear to almost disappear under your pestle. That very quality makes the wings quite effective in potions of invisibility. Tundra content. It's a good looking picture. Not all Nords are savages wrapped in animal skins, howling at the moons. There are a wide variety of fabrics worn throughout the land, thanks to, in no small part, to the stubborn tundra cotton plant. It soaks up what rain it can in the plains west of Whiterun, and blooms frequently. While it does not exhibit any of the more striking alchemical properties, it is a staple in potions for not only fortifying magicka, but for resisting spells as well. I wonder if that quality is what allows it to have adapted so well to this climate. Nightshade. The name and shape of this plant are known to all, long understood to be one of the more potent components in many poisons. The average Nord keeps his distance from the bright purple flowers nestled among dark leaves. It is exceedingly effective as a pure poison, but can also be combined with other compounds to stiffen joints as well. It is thus favored amongst those who wish to disable their opponents in battle, and can be found coating the blades of many of the more unsavory characters in Skyrim. Yeah, that's where it ends. Nightshade. Glow is gone.
I offer remedies.
I wonder, the book I did not read. This.
Ailments, both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service.
Oh. The Wolf Queen, Volume 5. I'll read that some other time. Definitely want to get my hands on a house, though.
Hi there.
Hello, Sadia.
I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you.
Why you sleep up here, huh? Eat.
If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
You sleep here. A humble abode.
I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service.
By Jack, the Book of Daedra, Pensions of the Ancestor Mother, The Real Vega. Volume 2, Volume 3. Songs of the Return, Volume 7.
You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves.
Herbane's
Browse to
Bestiary.
your heart's content.
Dream of Sovngarde. Wow, I'm gonna come back here and explore the city in depth and read all these books, really. Where's the alchemy table? Oh, there it is. Right behind me. Let's brew a potion before we kill a dragon.
I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service.
Resist magic lavender. Resist magic tundra. Discovered effects. Create a potion of resist magic.
Interesting mixture. Keep keep experimenting. You'll improve with practice.
Create a potion of fortify conjuration. Fortify conjuration. Restore health. Restore. Intriguing. Conjuration spells last 20% longer.
If there's anything I can help you with.
Read all of the books in Whiterun. Maybe I'll do a separate playthrough of me just reading all the books in Whiterun. Yeah, call it a special episode. Call it like episode Part 2A. Since this is now the new Part 2 because the original Part 2 got deleted, I'll call this me just reading all the books Part 2A. And you can watch it if you want, or you can skip over to Part 3 when that's uploaded to continue the quest-related stuff.
Aye.
Look, you've already been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All we
They
ask is
held
to look for
her.
her.
I don't care what you're doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now, get lost.
We will be back. This is not over.
You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. And we'll pay good money for information.
Valkyrie warrior. What are you looking for?
A woman. A foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us.
Oh.
She's likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun. So we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything.
Rorikstead. Whoa. Iverstead. Rorikstead. Iverstead's next to the Gravewoods. Rorikstead is not. That's the creepy town. Who are you looking for again? Why are you looking for this person?
It's none of your concern. All you need to know is that we're paying for information. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away.
Yes, sir.
She cannot hide from us forever.
Respect.
Cleaned and ready.
Do you now?
We've stopped. You're not going to fire me, are you?
Gotta take a picture. That's some good lighting, man. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 7 is actually kind of perfect too.
Do you have news of our quarry?
Nope. Alright, so ooh, that light is good. So we're headed over to this tower to fight. Ooh, that's a lot of crows. Bruh.
Can I help you?
Why is this place?
The name's Hjormir,
It's
and I'm
blurry.
just the man for the job.
These raindrops, not surprising. Let's take a shortcut. Quick save. On our helmet. this car.
When I fought the Great Warlock, Mandamarco, I used stealth to shatter his phylactery. The battle was over before he knew it begun.
Loading of the new screens. Save. Okay then.
Still here somewhere. Talking and talk. Save us. Here he comes again. Guess that wasn't the best idea. Rocky and Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Let's save us. Here he comes again. Hey, be careful.
I'm gonna try and hit you. Got in my way. Mirmulnir.
Take him down! It's our best chance!
You'll die. Day, dragon.
That's it! Move! Bring that bastard down!
Hey, send the dragon.
Come on!
Time I slew you.
I can't get the bead on him. You'll die this day,
You
dragon.
breathed your last.
Come on, buddy.
Slay the dragon!
Okay, we're gonna try this next time. Again. Oh. Drinking eye fatigue. Crap. just got crushed with that tail. The irony. Let's hope this saves. Crap. Right. Cool planning. Couple of things.
That takes care of it.
Both die together, my friend.
Slay the dragon.
Thank God I saved. In the face. Let them take care of you, my boy. Yes, I Dovahkiin. Who, me? Me? Did you just call me Dovahkiin? What is happening? Why are you shining? Okay. Whoa, what is this light? I feel this surge of power, just like it's in that cave. What is going on? You shall section of the moon. I just learned it. Shouts? Not magic. Easy to shout.
Hey, be careful.
What are you doing that for?
Oh, please don't attack me.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn.
Dragonborn. Well, I kind of know what it means because I read the book. Oh my god. That explains my tattoo. I was never possessed by Daedra, but I must have been
In the
Dragonborn.
very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power.
Because that's the surge of
That's
energy
what
I
she
felt.
did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
I believe so. And from my reading, it seems to be accurate. Obviously, I'm not as shocked as others, because I'm an academic. I've trained, I've thought of many possibilities, both far-fetched and unrealistic. I think you may be right.
Yes, I think I am. You can shout now. That can only mean one thing. You must be Dragonborn.
Indeed.
What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those
Maybe.
born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot.
We
They're
heading
just
out?
coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their
Where's
power.
Ireland?
You must be one.
What do you say, Irleth? You're being awfully quiet.
Oh,
Come on, Irleth. Tell us. Do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a
Sometimes that's
dead
true.
dragon, and that's
Not
something
many of the
I
things
definitely
commissioning.
understand. Now we know we can kill them, but I don't need some mythical dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You
Okay
wouldn't
then.
understand, Housecar. You ain't a Nord.
I've been and all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn then.
Okay then, I guess we're heading back. Those Dragonborn business. Guess I can do a part 2A where I just read some of the books and explore. And I definitely want to read some of the books for some of the armors that are in Whiterun. One is in the basement, one is in the police officer the guards hold. Otherwise, I'll end it here, guys. Comment and subscribe, leave a like.